Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast. The Great.
Okay, let's do it. Let's talk about the Great first. You're going to focus on NFC. I'm going to focus on AFC. We're going to hit with the Great. This is how we've been doing it. It's been working real well. We cover a lot more teams this way. Eric, give me your Great of Week 8.
Sadly, the Dallas Cowboys. They did a really good job. I know Stafford went out of the game, but they beat the Rams by 23 points. Dak Prescott looked pretty good. They had okay rushing the ball. CeeDee Lamb looked amazing. Like, he looked like a true number one receiver, and he doesn't look like that every single week. So you got to be pretty excited about that. And if they can keep that up and they finally, the defense finally stepped up, that hasn't been stepping up in a while, I feel like. And granted, like I said, I think Stafford went out this game. So that helps. And I don't remember entirely how they were doing before he went out, but it's still, they played a lot better. They, they destroyed a inferior team, and that's what you got to do. And if you want to be keeping up with the likes of the Eagles and being a top NFC team, that's what you got to do, and they did it.
Yeah, I thought they played real well. So the score going into halftime was 9-33. So it was kind of out of hand by halftime, but it did seem like the Rams are going to make a little bit of a comeback. Stafford ended up throwing the ball and hitting his thumb on the helmet. And then for some reason, Sean McVay thought they would do this Philly special where Matthew Stafford catches the football for a 2, and then he landed on his thumb after catching the ball to brace his impact. So they got the 2-point conversion, but after that, Stafford was done. So I don't know why Sean McVay did that, but you're right about the Cowboys. They played very well. This is the way they have to play. I would say the Rams are a very mediocre team. They're going to be in most every average game, but this is a team, like you mentioned, they have to beat up on if they're going to show themselves to be contenders, and that's what they did here this week.
Yeah, and the big thing is you got to keep up with the Eagles, and they're doing that.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Yeah. And I want to give a special shout out to CeeDee Lamb. He looked really good. Good. They got to figure out how to continue to use him in that way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, my Great. You ready for my Great?
Oh, I'm ready.
Will Levis. I'm not even going to say the Titans. Will Levis, man, he comes out, he fell in the draft. He fell all the way, I think, to the second round, first pick or somewhere in there. The Titans took a chance on him. Last year, they drafted Malik Willis. And this year they draft Will Levis. And he goes out there, his first game ever, 4 touchdowns, 135, 30.5 QB rating. All of them were bombs. There was a couple dimes. I mean, a couple of them were opens, but some of them were dimes. I just thought he played really well. The Titans team kind of looked a little bit more lively on the offensive side of the ball. DeAndre Hopkins balled because of that. And Derrick Henry obviously had a good day, but Will Levis, let's give him some credit for falling all the way that far into the draft. Every team could have had him. The Titans first game, obviously, but looked like a good quarterback. He looked like he can hang.
Yeah, no, and the thing is that even though some of them were who was guarding DeAndre Hopkins, it doesn't matter. He had to complete it. Mm-hmm. And it was his first start. He was thrown into the starting lineup earlier than they expected because of injuries, and they don't have any faith in Malik Willis, which is fine if they don't. And he did really good. And I don't think the Falcons are the worst defense in the NFL by any means. I think they're pretty okay defense. So I thought it was an encouraging performance. The big thing, though, is I always like to say this: when a rookie has a good first game in his first ever start, especially mid-season, everyone curb your enthusiasm. Wait, once gameplay tape gets out on people, they tend to calm down. So they will be unknown for a week or two, and then they'll be known, and people will find out what their weaknesses are. So
yeah, would you just let us overreact? Let us
Never.
overreact. Overreaction Monday. Okay, no, Tuesday. Tone it down Tuesday, I guess Eric wants it. Tone it down Tuesday.
Tone it down to everyone calm down.
Settle down. Okay, you ready to go on to the good? Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.